The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. McCoy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, McCoy, and he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, McCoy. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Hakeem Butler, 53 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Benson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Switch. 36. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Check pass.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
By Devin Bush.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Super. Mike 27. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. You remember me?
From the gun, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McCoy looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Balaj. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off play action. McCoy eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Here's McCoy. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Hakeem Butler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On 1st and 10, gone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun. Gone. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
47-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now McCoy. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Toss play to Balaj. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Off the play fake, McCoy. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check.
Goff now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 17. 57 to mine.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
57, Mike 57. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Man, we call. 57, Mike 57. Hey, here we go. Check 9. Shift. Check 24, check 24.
On second down, it's Pollard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7.
The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Super one, super one. I got you, son. I got you. You're online. You're online, baby. Get this.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCoy. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Steelers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Balaj. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Kalen Balaj.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The pass. Taron Johnson brought him down. Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
On third down, McCoy. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Hey, 5. 57 the mark. 57 the mark.
Gone. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's gone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And McCoy loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. McCoy, now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check, check. Lucky. Under 10. 10. Deuce.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, we got 4 now. 12. Let's go. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go. 76, tell him. 76. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Hey, check Mike 57. What's the run? They're running it.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, lift.
Here's Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Mike, DC. Here we go. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Shell. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go, D.
Play action. It's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. McCoy. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, McCoy. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
From the 10-yard line.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. from the gun. McCoy got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
84.
From 10 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Pollard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
57. Mike, 57. We own them. We own them. Kill, kill, kill. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Coming to you, coming to you. Five.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
at their own 49-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 9, McCoy, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCoy. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Back to throw, Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
57. Now you won. Right here. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Smith catches left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. They're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Right here. Motion. 11.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Watch out.
Goff throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays, Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Steelers.
44, Mike, 40.
On the toss, here's Balaj. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, Check.
They'll run here with Balaj. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
And the Steeler first down.
Balaj. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
45-yard line.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Tight dog.
Run for Pollard, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Number 20.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now. Pollard. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Throwing on second down. Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, switch gears.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to